Are going live. Whoa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Hello, everybody. Hello, are we on? Testing, testing. Hi, everybody. It is Burns. Oh, my goodness. Are we here? Are we live? Is this happening? Emoji King in the house. We are rocking and a rolling, aren't we? I'm having a mimosa. I'm kidding. I'm having orange juice. No champagne in it. No sparkling wine. Good morning, everybody. I always say that because I just feel like it's morning time because I'm still on morning time. Hi, how's everybody doing? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that you are here. Welcome, Alana. Hello, hello, beautiful. How's it going? How are you guys doing today? I just slid on in, just like that, didn't ya? Didn't ya? That is so cool. Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm Burns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. We're in the kitchen today. We are making power balls. Yes, we are. But first, before we get going with that, let's welcome everybody to class. Woo! I just rolled back into the house, got everything set up. I was out at Bulk Barn. I got my big bag of groceries here. Out at Bulk Barn getting stuff for today's recipe. Today we are making almond cacao power balls with a little bit of coconut, a little bit of hemp seed, and a bunch of deliciousness. And guess what, guys? We can finally make these incredibly delicious, incredibly nutritious treats that are not going to compromise our physique. They're not going to compromise our health. They're not going to make us inflamed. They're not going to make us bloated. And we can enjoy these live treats, we can enjoy these live treats with confidence, knowing that it's going to keep us healthy and it's going to keep us vibrant. Alana says, my niece got her juicer today. She is loving it. That is amazing. Oh, by the way, while we're connecting and chatting here, let me just get my iPad up. Where's my purse? 1 second. I got to go find something. Hold on. I'm still here. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to share this out with a few of my juicing groups, my juicy groups on the Facebook. Your niece got her juicer. That is so amazing. Hey, Gabriella. Gabriella says, Burns, it's happening, Burns. I missed you all. I didn't come here since Saturday. I was watching yesterday's class, just stopped in 2 hours to come here. Oh my gosh, you're catching up. That is all good. We've been making so many delicious things. Class is in session. Good day, everyone. Yes, indeed. I'm sharing this with my juicy groups. And those groups are Juicing and Raw Food Support Group for your healing journey, Juicing for Health, Solid Food Vacation, Juice Feasting. And I'll share it to the Real Juicy Detox, our after-school group, later. And I'm going to share this to the Dr. Morse groups that I like. Fans of Dr. Robert Morse, ND, and Sharing the Detox Diet by Robert Morse, Dr. Robert Morse, ND. And then we are all shared up. We are all shared up. If you're watching this on the YouTube, oh my God, thank you so much. Because as you know, you're part of the founding members club with the Real Juicy Detox, and we are growing our YouTube presence because we can get this information out to more people. My channel is more than halfway to being monetized, which is great, which means I'll be able to make some passive income from that without needing to charge anybody anything. That's so cool. I love it. Got to get my coin, right? We got to get the coin. Hi, Amy. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. My love. Hello, Tara. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. So at the Real Juicy Detox here in the kitchen, what we do is we learn how to juice and how to keep ourselves healthy, learn how to cook or uncook rather, prepare food for our families that are just to die for, delicious. You guys know I'm on this pizza kick right now, right? Yesterday we made a delicious Thai, raw vegan Thai pizza that seriously, aside from some pretty epic actual cooked pizza that I've made in my day, because I'm a boss in this kitchen. You may not know that, but I am a boss in this kitchen. And aside from some really incredible, cheesy and traditional authentic pizza, I have to say, and Dali would agree, that pizza that I made yesterday and this dough that we've been making with the buckwheat flour has been so epic. It's probably the best thing that I've made in this raw vegan kitchen. And that is saying a lot, because I have made some pretty epic stuff up in here. You guys know, you follow my Instagram at The Real Juicy Detox. It's in the description up there if you're watching this on the Facebook, down there if you're watching this on the YouTube. So, and the good news here as well, you guys, is that I have the recipe in the description. I know, crazy, right? Crazy town. I have written out the description I've written out the recipe in the description. Who is coming through my back door? Who is coming? Hi, come on in. I'm seeing a shadow and I'm like, who is that? Seeing a shadow. I'm like, who's coming through the back door here? Hello, my love. How are you?
Cold.
Cold. It's cold out there. It's snowing today. It's like, oh my God. Antoine in the house.
Yeah. Brought the compost and stuff.
Oh, you brought oh, thank you, sweetie. That's so kind of you. So good of you to do that. Whoops, whoops.
Oh, there we go.
Camera survived. The camera survived. Camera survived. I'm making some chocolate almond power balls today, babe. You're gonna love it. Tiffany is here. Good morning, Tiffany. So as you guys can see, I put up your comments and your questions up on the blackboard, as it were. We're in class, right? We're doing a little classroom fun. So drop a comment. Let me know if you're watching on the live, if you're watching on the replay. If you're watching live, I'm going to put your comments right up here. But if you're watching live in one of the juicing groups that I just shared this to on Facebook, you got to come over to the YouTube channel or come over to my profile and comment on the original publicly shared video over there so that I can see your comments and I can put them up on the screen. Emoji King says contractors are here putting in brand new heating system in this brand new house. Ooh, good for you, man. Such a relief. And Dewey, oh, Dewey crossed over the Rainbow Bridge last night. Big prayers and blessings to Dewey. He served his time here well. He brought so much happiness to you and so many people here. And, it's part of the cycle of life. Absolutely. The pizza looked amazing. Seriously, Rockstar Ruiz. Did that not look absolutely phenomenal? It was so delicious. Everybody here loved it. Oh my gosh. I have 2 more in the dehydrator right now. Hello, everyone, says Rockstar Ruiz. I have 2 in the dehydrator right now. And I'm in awe. I'm in awe. And Alana says, awe, Emoji King. Blessings and love to your Dewey. Emoji King says, okay, I'm focused. All right, focus, focus, focus. Stay with me and focus, right? What else is happening here? All good, Emoji King. My Instacart guy didn't know what I was asking for, so who knows what I ended up with. Oh my God. I hope you end up with some good stuff. Listen. Oh, geez, lamb chop. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing here? Today we are going to make some stuff. So I went to Bulk Bar and I got some groceries. This is quinoa, puffed quinoa, and it looks like, you know, puffed cereal. I've never used it before, and quinoa is another one of those seeds that is not a grain, and it is alkaline. So I thought, yeah, let me pick up some of that. Whoops. Let me pick up some of that. What else do I have in here? I got some more coconut flour. We're not going to be really using that today. What else do we have? This is some sorghum flour. Sorghum. It's also another seed, and it also, Nabila was telling me that they're using this to make their rotis, which is great. So that is there. What else do I have? Were you guys with me when we were shopping? Did you come with me shopping? I just took you guys with me on the stories. So after this, if you want to go and check that out, check out my stories on Instagram and Facebook. There we go, a little bit more light. Instagram and Facebook stories. Pretty cool. I took you shopping with me to Bulk Barn, and I've got some hulled hemp seeds, right? So that's going to be used, I think, to roll some of these balls in that we're going to be working with today. What else do I have? Ooh, I have a big bag of Medjool dates, organic Medjool dates, and this is what we're going to be using today to make the power balls. We're making power balls. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for some sweet treats that are not going to impact your body? I am. I got some coconut, organic, unsweetened coconut flakes with no sulfur. For me, I think it's really important, and I would recommend this for you guys as well, that if you are getting any kind of dried fruits, dried nuts, dried seeds, dried anything, to try to get it, make sure that it doesn't have any sulfites or sulfates in it. That's a really, you know, we're trying to really eliminate and get out all of the built up and stored up sulfur in our body. So don't be putting more in, okay? Yes, Amy. Lots of love for Dewey. This is my fresh almond butter that I got as well, just at the Bulk Barn. That's going to go in this recipe. What else do we have in here? Oh, I got some onion powder because, you know, I've been out of onion powder. So got some onion powder. I got some cashews. I got some raw cashews, which I'm going to use in another Powerball recipe. I'm going to make some cashew ginger balls. And this is baking soda, aluminum-free baking soda. And last night on our coaching call, Kim Parkhill and I were talking about different ways that we can maybe get that pizza dough to be a little bit more poofy instead of a thin crust, because her daughter likes the risen sort of pie crust as opposed to the thin crust. So we're going to try some of that. I also got some organic raw blue agave syrup for sweetening things. So maybe, like, you know, sometimes instead of honey, we're going to use that. And that's it for that. So this can go over there. And we're going to get started. What do you say we get started? What do you say about getting started? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few things. Okay. That wasn't very smart of me because now Dot thinks that's her playtime toy. Excuse me. Dot. Dottie. Hey. Dot, you're always stealing the show. You're always stealing the show. Hey? We cannot have you playing in a bag. All right? We cannot have you playing in a bag. And we cannot have you outside all day. If you wanna hang out with me, you can stay here. How's that? Yeah? Yeah, no, she's not gonna stay. Of course not. That would be too easy. That would be too easy. Okay, let's do it. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having a good day. We're just having a really relaxed day here at the Real Juicy Detox today. I was up until 3 o'clock this morning. Oh, agave is what I use in my raw chocolate business. Do you like agave syrup? I have had it before. Yeah, I like it. I like anything sweet, you know. I'm a sweets girl. So let's get this started, shall we? Like I said, I was up until 3 o'clock this morning. Not because I couldn't sleep or anything, but because I was working on some protocols for my family that I'm working with. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just going to be de-pitting, taking out the pits. So inside of a date, these are Medjool dates, and they are amazing. They're big and fat and beautifully silky inside. But you see that? It's got a little cap right on the top. Do you see that? It's got a cap on the top. Yeah, it's just sweet and no weird aftertaste. I know, that's what I love about it. Hi, Gwen. How are you, darling? So on the top of the date. So here, by the way, here at the Real Juicy Detox, we do this interactive thing where I put your comments up on the screen just like this. We chat with each other. We learn about all different types of things related to our detox, related to busting all the myths that we seem to have gathered and collected, false information, truly false information. And we kind of bust those myths and we learn about what are the healthy ways to nourish and nurture our bodies. We learn and we understand why and how fruits are so powerful and so important for us on our healing journey. I talk a lot about this in our Bouncing with Burns sessions that we have at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And we talk a lot about the lymphatic system and why cleaning our bodies out and cleansing our bodies and nourishing and fueling our bodies with the actual fuel that we were designed to utilize for energy on a cellular level, how to get dynamic cellular energy into our body as opposed to artificial stimulant energy. You know, we talked about that this morning. We talk about why raw food is so important for our health and so good for us. And, you know, hi, Dottie, I'm not letting you out. No, it's freezing. Okay, and you're just going to be wanting to come back in 3.2 seconds. And then, you know, it's not going to happen. So, you know, go curl up in a comfy spot and chill out. Chill out. We're just chilling out today. We're not doing a big, you know, excited, you know, no, it's just a chill out kind of day. It's snowing outside. Oh my God, it's snowing outside already. Good Lord, here comes 6 months of cold, 6 months of snow. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We love where we live. I love the snow, actually. I do. I'm starting to love it more and more, especially now that I'm able to get my body to not feel the negative effects of the cold quite so much because I'm detoxing, right? Amy says, gotta call the bank. Be back soon. Okay, Amy, my love. Okay, I hate sweeteners because how they make my tongue feel. I'll check it out. Yeah, this is a natural Dr. Morse approved sweetener that you can use as well as honey. Hola, everybody. Hola, Duda in the house. Duda, we're making some balls, baby. We're making some balls. These balls, these power balls, were sort of inspired by several recipes. You know, every time I would go to the Village Juicery, one of the favorite places that I would go to with my girlfriend Candy, my spiritual wife, who's on a little bit of a hiatus right now. She's on a little sabbatical. She's going inside of herself and doing some amazing spiritual work with herself and with her clients. But Candy and I would often go down to her favorite spot, the Village Juicery, and they would always have these amazing balls. Oh my God, the maca balls and the power balls and the so delicious. And I just love them, but I didn't like some of the ingredients that they had in them. And, you know, a lot of grains sometimes. So what I did was I went looking and searching on the interweb, and I found this really great recipe by Deliciously Ella. And I took that recipe and I experimented with it. And I also had to substitute quite a few things because I didn't have that in my cupboard when I wanted to start going and making these. So this is a sort of a recipe based on, gosh, a lot of people. There's a lot of people that do power balls and protein balls and different types of amazing treats and desserts that are not going to negatively impact your body. Alkaline ingredients, that's everything, right? So dried fruits are really good because it's fruits and it's dried. They're not cooked. So it's alive. Anytime you can get fruits that are dried, that are not sweetened with anything else and don't have any sulfur added, that is a really good time. That's a really good thing in my book. So all I'm doing right here, as you can see, is I am just chopping up I'm pitting, taking out the pits and the caps, and just chopping up these raw dates. And what I want to get is about 1.5 cups of Medjool, beautiful Medjool dates. Look at that. Look at that. That is so good. Can you see that? So delicious. So you get about 1.5 cups of that. So far, that's about 1 cup. How are you guys doing out there? Who's cooking along with me? Who is uncooking along with me? Is anybody else doing this? I know you guys were prepared. I know you guys, some of you came prepared for class, right? You actually came prepared for class because you got your ingredients yesterday. So right here, I'm sorry, my gain was all the way up on that. So right here, I'm going to go into the food processor with the first cup. Oh, I need my S blade in there. Yeah. I need my blade, so I'm just using this basic S blade. And this is really just a cheap, it's nothing fancy. It's just a Black & Decker food processor, but I don't want to do this in a blender. I don't want to blend it up super smooth, you know? So I'm going to put 1.5 cups of dates. Oh, shoot, that is not what I wanted to do first. Nope. Nope, I want to, before I do the dates, I want to chop up my almonds. But before I do that, I want to finish chopping up my dates, if you know what I mean. It's okay. It's a thing. It's just a thing. I like getting all the messy work done first, and then I will go in and do the almonds. But first, we want to get a little bit more of the dates chopped up. How are you guys all doing on your detox? Does anybody have any questions for me? Let me know. Let me know. Duda said, I've made some last night. They were gone by the morning. Perfect time to make them again with you. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Duda is a Gordon Ramsay pastry chef. She used to work with Gordon Ramsay. She does not anymore because whatever reason she has, but she used to be hired by Gordon Ramsay as one of his beautiful pastry chefs. Yes. So Duda has all the experience on making all of the beautiful, decadent, sometimes not the healthiest, right? Right, Duda? But all of the beautiful foundation knowledge of how to make these incredible pastries. And Duda, as you all know, is my delicious lovers. Thank you, Louise, for that. My delicious lover's cousin. And she is on this beautiful juicing journey with herself, her daughter, Giovanna, and her beautiful man. And yeah, so Duda has so much expertise and knowledge in this beautiful field. And now she gets to experiment with raw vegan options for, for some of the similar treats, because, when you start realizing that you need to not have in that processed carbohydrate stuff, that's when you start really looking into, okay, well, since I can't have it in the processed carbohydrate format, how am I going to get my sweet treats? How am I going to get my sweet treats? Well, right here on the Real Juicy Detox, that is what we work out with you, so that you can have your cake and eat it too. How about that? Without feeling guilty about it. So that is about 1/2 cup of dates. I've already got 1 full cup chopped up over here. Let's see what's up in here. Debbie, hello. Yes, making raw pad thai as I'm watching you. Yes. Oh my God, that is so good. I'm so excited to hear that, Debbie. Is it your first time making pad thai? I have made it too, and it is so good, the raw. Is it hard to make? Are these hard to make? These are really easy to make. You'll see. And by the way, hello, Melissa. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you are here. How are things going with you, babe? Is everything good? Did you start the dry fast as yet? Judah says, you are so right, Burns. Also did find the way to transfer all those acid desserts to a healthy alkaline goodness. That is amazing. Tara, hi Tara. So glad that you are here. Tara says, I haven't watched in some time. I know you had to stop grapes. How long did you last? I did 21 days on grapes. 21 days on grapes. That's like rock star status for anybody. I left the restaurant due to severe exhaustion and health issues. Thank you so much for sharing that, Duda. I'm so glad that you're back on your healthy track now. That is amazing. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to get the rest of the sticky fruit ready with the apricots. Let me wash my hands. Yeah, so I was up late last night, like really late after our class last night. After class last night, and by the way, I'm using these organic dried apricots, and the ingredient is organic dried apricots and water. So I'm using this. I'm going to use a couple of packs. Each one of these packages is 50 grams. So just about 10 dried apricots. And I'm going to use 2 of these packages. I love this brand, and I love it because it's pre-packaged in with 10 apricots in it. And they're very soft. They're not hard at all. They're very luscious. You'll see in a minute. And I think you get 5-portion packs. So you get 5 packs, and it works out, it's like $6.50 or something, maybe $7 for that. You know, not cheap by any means, but when you're getting good organic produce like that, that is dried, that doesn't have any other additives in it, that's a really good buy in my book. When you buy organic, you know that sometimes it's going to cost a little bit more, and that is okay. So here we have them. You can see them right in there. Just little dried apricots, like so. See that? Almost like a prune, but without the seed. They don't have any pits in these. And they're delicious. They are so delicious. So I'm just going to put them out here on the chopping board. Yeah, I do not recommend for anybody to be going to bed at 3 a.m. That is not healthy for you. But I had a beautiful our one-on-one coaching session with my girl Kim Parkhill in the group here, and then I had to write up the protocol for that family of 5. And what I did was I made it like visual. Remember the slides that we did in class the other day? So I did their protocol up, and I put all of the images for the different tinctures on their protocol, so that they can really see and understand exactly what each of because sometimes it can be really overwhelming, right? There's so many herbs. What do you take? What should I ideally be taking if like money was no object? Like, let's list it out, all of it out. Let's understand what each of those tinctures are going to do for me. And then I'm going to pick and choose. If money isn't an issue, if I cannot, because let's face it, guys, these things are expensive. So I've got half a cup of those apricots. Yeah, this is an expensive proposition sometimes, right? But we understand that we're investing in our health when we support our body with all of these beautiful herbs. Melissa says, going okay. I didn't start yet, finishing up the watermelon I had. All good, babe. I've just been thinking about you. For your information, for everyone, 7 Hot Dates is a great organic company that has amazing dates. You can find them on their website. I'm not affiliated, just love them. Thank you so much. 7 Hot Dates. I'm going to put that in and check them out for sure. Thank you so much, Debbie. I love getting great references for stuff like that. So 7 Hot Dates. I love the name of that, by the way. 7 Hot Dates, Medjool. 7hotdates.com. Super easy. USA, Canada. Cool. Wow. This is their website. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got our sweet dates and apricots right there. You can see that. Thanks, Debbie. So I've got the dates and the apricots. They're chopped up. Now what I want to do is I want to show you how my almonds look before I rinse them out. All right, so I've been soaking them, and they've got a little bit of a kind of a foamy film on top. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse these out, and then I'm going to pat them dry, and then I'm going to chop them in the food processor. Super, super easy. So where is my ting? Where's my ting? Where is my ting? I'll use this strainer. I'm just going to go over to the sink. I'm going to dump this out. I'm going to rinse them off really well. And I'm going to bring them back and dry them off. You guys notice that I usually smell like everything I make as I'm making it. Oops. Whoops. Everything I make, and as I'm making it, I'm smelling it. Mm-hmm. So I've got them right here. And I just want to dry these off. I don't want you guys to be afraid of nuts. I want you to be aware that they're very nutritious. They're just very concentrated. So if you're going to use them and eat them, first of all, be aware that they will slow your detox down a little bit, but you're not eating them like by the handfuls, right? This entire 1 cup is really going to be for the entire recipe. So when you think about how much you're getting in each ball, it's not too bad. So I've dried them off. I'm not going to peel them or anything like that, but they have, if you wanted to peel these, some people do, all you do is you hold it by, you just squeeze it and it just peels off like that. You get a perfectly peeled almond. But we're not going to do that. I'm just going to measure in. And so let's see how much I've got here. The measurements don't have to be exact. Now, also, if you don't want to use nuts, what you can do is you can use pumpkin seeds. You can use sunflower seeds. So you don't have to use the nuts, but I am using the almonds. Now, the almonds as well, almonds are naturally alkaline. It's one of the 2 nuts, almonds and cashews, chestnuts are 2 alkaline types of nuts that are alkaline. So we're going to just pop that into the food processor. And we are going to whiz that up. Let's see, what's the best spot to put this in? How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Where's Dot? Dot is crying at the front door to try to get Antoine, one of Kaya's friends who came over to record some music, to get Antoine to let her out. Dot, you need to chill out, girl. You're not going anywhere. Hi, Jel. How are you doing? Cheers. I'm having orange juice in a fancy glass today. Did you notice that Kaya smells her food too? We eat before we actually eat it with our mouths. We eat it with our eyes. We eat it with our senses. We eat it with our, our whole being. Carlene says, hi, Duda. I had the same issue, so I put either lemon juice or ginger in the juice, and there is no tummy pain. What did I miss? Here we go. Duda said, another of my lovely cousins has an issue with drinking the fruit juices as she feels very uncomfortable and her stomach is so painful. Any suggestions? Telling her to sip it slowly would be a really good idea. Sometimes if I drink too much too fast, my stomach hurts too. That's just the juice starting to work. Our fruit juices are very electric. They have a lot of electrical properties. So you're going to feel it in your body when you drink it. So I would just recommend, without knowing too much more about her case in particular, I would recommend switching up the different juices. Like Carlene said here, lemon juice or ginger in the juice, and there's no tummy pain, so you can recommend that. Jel is saying heal all tea for me. Yep, heal all tea also works beautifully. She can definitely add some heal all tea in between the juices so that it helps her tummy. The stomach tea would also be a really good idea for her, Duda, the stomach tea. So yeah, okay, so I've got the almonds in the food processor, and I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to give it a good whiz for a little bit. Turn down your volume. Turn down your volume. Here we go. You ready? Let's go. Alrighty, so as you can see, I was rotating it and moving it around so that the almonds would actually sort of come off of the blades so that it would continue to get nice and finely minced. And what I'm looking for, I don't want it to be super, like, I don't want to take it to the almond butter stage. So I want it to still be somewhat grainy. See that? Somewhat granular. And I guess you could use almond flour for this, but I like to sprout my seeds and my nuts before I use them when possible, because it helps to activate the enzymes and all of the beautiful live properties of the food. And you can't really sprout almond flour, if you know what I mean. So this is not too bad. This looks pretty good. I think I'm going to go a little bit longer, though. Hey, Emoji, back. Duda says, thank you all. We'll let her know about the Heal All tea. She does have another health issue as well. So if she has another health issue that is digestively related to her digestion, then she's going to need to take it easy. She's going to, I'd be able to help her if I knew a little bit more about what she was experiencing. So if she's open to writing out her story and letting us know, that would be great. Mango and papaya. So good. And I don't know how choppy this is coming across on your end and how much buffering that we got going on here, but it looks pretty buffered on my feed here on the YouTube, and then not. Okay, so let's do this again. We're going to whiz this up a little bit more. Hold on, I'm going to move my microphone over here. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add everything else to this. So we're going to add our dates and our apricots. I also, on yesterday's recipe, I also used the same brand that I used of the apricots. They also carry it in as figs. They also have some that they have figs, and I used that as well yesterday, and I really like that. But I didn't have time to get to that store today, so I did not add those in on this recipe. But all good, all good. Nothing like fresh juice. Am I right? Okay, what are the other ingredients in this recipe? And as you know, if you're watching this on the Facebook and you look up in the description, or if you're watching this on YouTube and you look down in the description, once this goes finishes filming and gets uploaded as a video on the YouTube, you will see the recipe. Burns is getting really organized. She's giving you guys the recipes before class even starts. So what have we got? We've got 1.5 cups of pitted Medjool dates. We've got 1/2 cup of dried organic apricots. We've got 1/2 cup of unsweetened coconut flakes. And you can leave the coconut out if you don't like coconut, but I used it yesterday and I was kind of digging it, you know what I'm saying? And actually the flakes that I used yesterday were not as big as these flakes. These are really like flaky. Do you see that? I'm second guessing whether I want to use this inside or just use this to coat the balls so that they look like hairy balls. Don't get me started. Sweaty balls. Will Ferrell. Saturday Night Live. Oh my God, hilarious. Okay. Let me see something. Yeah. Okay, so this was the coconut that I used in the last recipe, the one I did yesterday. And guys, I did this in the morning, like super fast. I had it in the food processor, probably in like a quarter of the time it takes whenever you film it and you're talking, you know, it always takes a bit longer. So this is the coconut that I'm going to use. It's more of a finely, fine shredded coconut. So I'm going to put that in. Oh my God, Dot, seriously. You want to let her out? She's being a real pain in the butt today. So what I'm going to do now, before I put in any of the other sticky ingredients, I just want to whiz that around. Hang on. Hi. I just want to get that kind of started. So you see that, like right there? Oh, you can see the recipe on YouTube while the live is on. Okay, cool. My thingy fell out. Okay. Now I'm going to put the other ingredients in. Excuse me while I go down into my secret stash down here in my island and get out the rest of my ingredients. So I've got some raw cacao powder. And again, this is just a fruit seed from a tree, a tree fruit, right? Cacao. You don't need to be afraid of cocoa or chocolate. What you should be aware of is the other stuff that people usually include in when they make their chocolate or cocoa. And, you know, that's what we want to stay away from. So I've got 2 tablespoons. What did I say in the recipe? Did I say 3 tablespoons? I do have 3 tablespoons there. Let me do 3 tablespoons. We'll try it. So 3 tablespoons of raw cacao powder. Are you guys having fun? I know it's a more laid back day today. Like I said, I was up till 3 a.m. Kim, did you hear that? I went to bed at 3 a.m. Midnight. Poof. I was like, after talking to Kim, it was 10 o'clock and I immediately got into the protocol that I was writing up, and 5 protocols that I was writing up. Yeah, 2 a.m. It took me 4 hours. It's all good though. We got balls for everyone. Brown balls, gray balls, hairy balls, sweaty balls. Oh my God, Will Ferrell. Duda says, Carlene Emoji King, thank you for the suggestion. She can't digest any fruits due to pain. We'll find a way to help her out. So she, is she drinking the juices or is it just eating fruits? Some people who have stomach paralysis and have a lot of pain when they eat fruits, we need to handle that very gently and slowly introduce really mild fruits that are not going to be too electric. So I have some links that I can send you for that from Dr. Morse. No, just a bit of prep beforehand. Recipe is from Fully Raw Christina. I like that recipe. Yeah. Hey, Janita. Oh, you're so amazing. Janita is shouting out Shannon Wesley. Love this lady, and you too. Thank you so much, Janita, for sharing this with your beautiful people and beautiful family and friends. Okay, so to all of this, we're also going to add some coconut oil. We're going to add some coconut oil, right, like this. What I also want to do at some point is maybe add some cacao, raw cacao butter. But I know that a lot of people don't have that, and I want to make this recipe accessible to everybody or as many people as possible. But I'm going to show you what that is. So this is raw cacao butter. And it is solid at room temperature. It smells delicious. It smells just like coconut. And it's like, look at that. It's like a big chunk of cocoa butter, cacao butter. So cacao is just not being as processed. But, I could melt that down and then put that in here instead of the coconut oil. But not too many people have this, and this can be kind of expensive. It's one ingredient, organic fair trade cacao butter. And what this would do is that this is going to, once it's refrigerated, really help it to hold its form. But I'm just going to use the coconut oil because that will do it as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to scoop it out. And we'll just measure that out just to see how, yeah, that's about 1.5 tablespoons, technically speaking, because you want to measure to the exact level. But this isn't that kind of scientific baking, you know what I'm saying? This is a little bit more, you can have a little bit more or a little bit less. It's not going to really negatively affect your recipe. I'm just going to put that in there. And also, I was hoping to find my peppermint oil. I have a beautiful peppermint oil, essential oil, and I was going to put a few drops in there to make like a peppermint chocolate, like a mint chocolate chip kind of ball, but minty balls, another one. But I could not find it, and so I'm not going to use it. What else do I need to go in there? 3 tablespoons of raw honey or agave, and I just picked up this agave from Bulk Barn, so I'm going to use this in it. Let's just get this open. Oh, come on. Oh, come on now. Don't be. Okay, let me just use the knife. There we go. Oh. Okay. I know this is riveting. This is riveting, I tell you. It's all good. We good. We good. So I have in there 3 tablespoons of sweetener. So I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. You can also leave this out. This also was not in the original inspired video that I found. That is delicious. Or rather, the original video that inspired this video, the Deliciously Ella. And my measurements are a little bit different. So, you know, you take a recipe and you tweak it and you make it your own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is inspired by somebody else who's done it as well. Have you ever tried the carob fruit? It looks like a huge vanilla pod and has loads of health properties. In past, it was used as chocolate. Yes, actually, when we were in Trinidad, and I always remember this, I went on a field trip with my class, and we went to a cocoa plantation. Amazing stuff. I'm using way more than 1 tablespoon of raw almond butter. Like, that's a big, hefty tablespoon, but that's what I'm using. You can change that recipe to say like 2 tablespoons of almond butter. It's up to you. It is up to you, my darlings. It is up to you. However much you want to use. If you don't want to use that at all because you don't want to have any nuts, then you can use tahini. Just a Walmart brand. You can use any tahini of your desire, of your choice. Ingredient, sesame seeds. That's it. Okay, what next? What? Pinch of salt. So I'm going to put a nice generous pinch of salt because, you know, whenever you have hot sweet and you add a little salty component to it, it really helps to bring out those sweeter flavors. Those sweet notes. Those sweet notes. We want to be getting into them sweet notes, man. I'm just checking my recipe here. I think that's it. Yeah, yes. So we're going to get this blending processing again. I'm going to move this out of the way. So good. I have a big fancy food processor, clearly. This is just a little, poor thing. I put her through so much abuse. There's just a little, you know, food processor. So it's gonna kind of need a little work. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of that. You're not failing, as I have many a times thought, oh my God, I'm so failing. Why can't I get this to work? One day I'll invest in a big heavy duty food processor. But until that time, make do with what you have, right? So let's give this another whirl. And that just looks like a hot mess because it kind of is. But the good news is that it worked. So you just want this to be a rough chop. And that is one of the reasons why I chopped up the almonds beforehand, because you can see that they're just slightly, you can just slightly see them. It's got a lovely texture. Let's look at this. It's slightly sticky, but once we get that into like rolled up and coated and put in the fridge, it's going to have a really perfect chewable texture. Got a little bit of a crunch from the almonds. Some nice texture from the coconut as well. And those dates are so buttery and almost a caramelized flavor. The agave syrup is nice. There's no aftertaste whatsoever. And there is a chewy, I don't want to say bite, but there's a chewy mouthfeel to it that's really, really lovely. Sipping on my herbs in my tea and in my jammies. Yes, Tara, good girl. No, she cannot drink or eat any fruits at all. Will PM when I get more info from her. Okay, yeah, you message me. You message me, and we'll figure this out for her, okay? All right, Alana. Alana says, I'll be back for the replay. Have a great day, all. Burns, will you make soup? That would be a nice touch to teach us as well. Yes, I got a recipe. I think it was Duda that sent me a tomato soup recipe. Right, Duda? Who was it that sent me the tomato soup recipe? Somebody on here. That is really good. I can also taste a little bit of the salt coming through. That is really good. Let me wash my hands. Let's make some balls, y'all. Okay, let's clear. Put this back where it goes right away. Extreme cleaning, man. You got to do it. And I've just got a silicone sheet here to protect my cutting board. I think I want to rinse that off, or maybe find one that's more clean, maybe. Oh. Okay, all right. We can use these, the shredded coconut. to coat the balls when we're done. But all we're going to do right now is we can either use a spoon like this or we can use a scoop. Let me see what I got. Okay, I've got a melon baller. I mean, an ice cream scoop. And I also have a melon baller, both of which I think will be, one is either going to be too big, the other one is going to be too small, and this is going to be too hard to scoop it out. So that's not going to work. Trial and error, right? Trial and error. So that's not going to work. This is going to be too big. So I think I'm just going to use the method that I used before. And I really wish I could find my gloves. Where did I put those dang gloves? I had a whole box of them. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I just broke my good wooden spoon. That makes me mad. That was no cheap spoon, I'll tell you what. It's all good. So we're just gonna get some balls started, about yay big. I don't want to get my hands super dirty as yet. I'm using a teaspoon and I'm just sort of forming the rough shape and size of the ball, like so, using the spoon and aid. See that? And don't use a wooden spoon because you may break the handle because it's pretty stiff. At least that's a good sign, right? That's a good sign the dough is nice and stiff. You want the dough to be stiff for your balls, all right? To be hard enough. I'm just saying. You don't want it to be really squishy. You're just gonna rough form these balls comme ça, like so. It's so good. Oh, it wasn't you. Okay, well, that's all right. There is a way of making a lovely veg soup or creamy mushroom. Oh, yeah, you can make a soup out of anything, right? Hey there, Miss Dawn. How are you? Anybody else? Who else is making these alongside of me? Anybody else making these besides Duda? Are you making them? Let me know in the comments. I'm just having a very relaxing day today. We're just making some beautiful, mouth-watering, probably a little bit on the big side, raw vegan balls. Raw vegan balls, y'all. I also had some cashews and I wanted to try Deliciously Ella's cashew ginger ball recipe. And we might do that another day. But I can tell you what, after class today, guess what I'm going to be doing? That's right. I'm going to be going back to bed and I'm going to be sleeping because I did not get enough sleep yesterday. Last night, I got 3 hours of sleep. And it's like, okay, we need to take care of that. We need to take care of that. It happens sometimes, right? You got a deadline. You want to get something done. It happens. It's okay. No big deal. You can catch up. Just don't make that happen too often, which I also have been guilty of. Oh my God, sleep is so important on your healing journey. Sleep is so important on your healing journey. Who else loves a good sleep? I can see some of the ingredients did not get fully incorporated. Like, is that some of the coconut oil? Maybe. What did I do that was different this time around? I don't know, but it's looking all right. It's looking okay. How are yours coming out? How is it coming? Let me know in the comments. Dawn says, I'm just working and listening. You with all the squishy balls talk is cracking me up. Good. I'm glad it's entertaining you, girl. I'm glad that you're here. I'm grateful for you in this community. I'm glad that you're getting a good little chuckle, a little laugh. You know, sometimes we are just too dang serious. You know what I'm saying? And we need to just remember that we still have to laugh. Listen, don't let any of this stuff that's going on out there in the world, don't let any of that stuff get you down. I'm not saying that you do, but you know, I'm just saying that I'm aware that it can really get us down. It can feel really heavy sometimes, right? But we have to keep something very important in mind. And that is that no matter what's going on out there or out here, outside of yourself, the only thing that you have control of through all of that is how you think, how you feel, the decisions that you make for your own health and well-being, right? The decisions that you make about what you want to nourish and feed yourself. That's the only thing that you have control over. Okay? So it doesn't matter how crazy life is getting. And, you know, that doesn't even necessarily have to mean anything with this whole Twilight Zone that, you know, scenario that we're living in, because we are living in a really messed up Twilight Zone. I go out, every time I go out, you'll see it in my stories. Go check out my stories. I don't wear a mask anywhere that I go. I am exercising my right to not put a mask on. Even in Ontario, somebody said this just the other day, yesterday, I think. Amy was saying it. In Ontario, if you feel psychologically compromised or stressed when you are wearing a mask, you are officially exempt. Know your rights, people. Know your rights. Right? Don't just assume that because everybody else is doing it that you have to do it too. Man, that's just, no, you don't have to do anything. You have a right to breathe your oxygen in the way that the Creator made for you to consume your oxygen, and that is without having to breathe through a mask. You know, stop doing that. Stop just going with what everybody else is doing, right? Stop letting other forces outside of yourself guilt you into thinking that you are not doing your part. I love that one. Do your part. Really? You don't have to make me feel guilty about whether I'm doing my part, flatten the curve. How long wasn't that supposed to happen? Like 4 months ago? Didn't the curve flatten without lockdown? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Because that's how it works. So what I'm noticing about this one is that this did not come together in the same completely smooth way. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm not sure why yesterday's batch was much more smooth. Like I'm getting, and this is not going to be a bad thing, right? But I'm seeing chunks of, like, look at this, chunks of date that have not gotten properly blended. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why that happened, why it kind of all clumped together right away in my food processor. Whereas yesterday, I was like, damn, my food processor grew up. Look at her acting like a big girl and blending everything so beautifully. And today she's back to acting like the little girl who doesn't know what she's doing. Crazy.
Would it be too loud if we're recording the verse right now, or do you want me to chill?
You can try. I have a good microphone going on here. That should just pick up my
Voice?
My front voice, yeah. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or was that 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got 19 out of that, and I'm just licking the spoon because that's what we do here. Mm-hmm. That was some good stuff, you guys. Oh, yeah. I want a bulk barn by me. They don't have much where I am. Do they ship to the USA? I doubt it. I don't think so. You might want to just look at, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the rolled oat, the buckwheat flakes? Most stuff you can find on Amazon, I find. Not the buckwheat flakes yet, though. It is so nice outside right now, but it is so like fall, and no leaves are on the tree anymore. There's no snow. It's just gray and brown, although there's still grass out. So I love it, though. I love the view. Dawn says, I only wear it when required in closed spaces like the grocery store, but I don't buy into it all. But I don't have a thymus gland. So if I take the extra precaution, I'll be damned if I walk in the nature trails in a mask. I've seen it. I know, right? Everything that we're doing here is everything that you need to stay healthy. You're not doing, the only thing you're doing when you're wearing a mask is breathing back in your own excrement, your own carbon dioxide that the body's trying to get rid of. Not to mention all the other pathogens and bacterium that are coming out of your body's trying to expel through your lungs. The best extra precaution that you can take, especially that you have glands missing in your body, honey, is to get in all the oxygen that you can take in and get out all the carbon dioxide that you can get out. They have us fooled. They have us fooled into thinking that this is somehow going to be a precaution that's going to protect you and other people. And they're just looking to see who they can control. Your compliance is your consent to what is coming. I won't comply. I won't consent. I don't care ever. I'll be burned at the stake before I do that. Okay, so there you go. But do whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm just saying what I feel comfortable with. So there you go. We formed it out into this loose kind of mound, and then we just took it and just rolled it in the palm of our hands. Okay, Dot, come on. So I'm just taking it and just gently but firmly massaging the balls between the palms of my hands. like so. Just like so. You guys can't hear it, but the kids are recording some, they're laying down some tracks, as they say in the biz. I'm just gonna roll them out into delicious, delicious balls like so. I'm sorry, they're right. Do your part and educate yourself and learn all about how to heal your body with fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Always find the way to turn their words around into my benefit. Absolutely. Yeah, do your part. I'll do my part. Absolutely. I'll come and I'll talk about how to detoxify your body and get healthy and how not to live in fear. I'll do my part. I'll be out here educating people why I will never wear a mask. That's right, Duda. Turn it around in your favor. So I got some delicious balls going on here. I wish I could be teaching too when I'm cooking. Oh my God, this is like the best gig ever. I love teaching. As you know, I'm a qualified and certified elementary and secondary school teacher here in Ontario, Canada. I've just been retired from it for a while. And I was actually invited to come back to teach, and I turned it down. I mean, I turned down some pretty decent money too, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. We pay our Ontario teachers very well here in Canada. You got the buckwheat flakes from Amazon? What? Stop. What? Can you post the link for that? Can you send me the link? I'll add it to my Amazon store. That's awesome. So we're just gonna gently roll the balls in the palm of our hands. Don't worry if it gets messy and sticky. You can always, lick that off or wash that off. And it's very relaxing. Very relaxing. Put all the love into your food, guys. Put all the love into your food. Thank your food for its beautiful gift and bounty in your life. Say thank you so much. My family and my friends are going to appreciate this so much. I'm so grateful that I have the abundance to be able to just go and get these ingredients. I don't take any of that for granted, you guys, ever. Hey, 100% agree. That's good to hear. Good to know. We're on the same wavelength, Ugh, those masks. They won't let us in stores without one now. I have worn one, but now they mandated, so stores have people at doors and won't let you in. Yeah. Where do you live again, Stacy? Yeah, that's exactly that's coming here too. I know that. I'm very aware, But the more of us that wake up and the more of us that say, I ain't having any of it. I ain't picking up what you're putting down, buddy. It's ridiculous. Wake up. It starts with taking away small things of freedom, things that you all in the name of doing your part. You live in Iowa, government just did it. Yeah, well, there you go. It's the beginning of the end, my friends. The beginning of the beginning of the end of the way things were. But we think. Stacey Craig, same here in Northeast Pennsylvania. Yes, please. Kelly, what did Kelly say? Oh, yes, please, for the link. That would be great. Teachers only make 35 to 40,000 a year here in Louisiana. That is a damn shame. I'm in Iowa. Government just did it. Yeah, it's crazy. You see? So all of you guys who are behind this mask thing, because, we got to flatten the curve and we got to take care of each other and protect each other. Look at how they're taking away your freedoms now. They take away these freedoms because they know that they can, because you're giving them your consent. All of those people out there wearing masks, don't even get me started. I'm not going down this road today. I'm not getting in this tangent. I'm just rolling some balls and having some fun with my people. You know what I'm saying? $35,000 to $40,000 a year in Louisiana. Well, in Canada, last time I checked, I think it was $130,000 a year. If you're at the highest pay scale based on your education and qualifications and based on your years of experience of teaching. And even at $130,000 a year, that is pitiful little for what we're doing. My shirt says, "Not all who wander are lost."
What a poet.
And I didn't even know it. You look cute.
And comfy.
Cute and comfy. Yes, Dot.
It was the same top balls as yesterday.
Hmm?
It was the same balls as yesterday.
These are the same balls as yesterday. Get excited. They're a little bit bigger too. And I'm going to roll some in hemp seeds.
What?
Hemp seeds.
Okay. I'm down to try with it.
Yeah, it's going to be yummy.
Yeah, there's sun. So what do you do? And there's sun. You should put Donnie on the track. She's
So
always
what?
on the track. Put Dot on the record Dot vocals.
Yes, record Dot's vocals and put her on the track. So we're just look at how dirty my palms are getting. It's all good. It's all good. If you just want to roll them. So the most important thing that we can learn from all of this, everybody, is that we need to wake up, and we need to stop just continuing to comply. Your silence is your acceptance of what is going on. Your compliance is your consent. You comply to a mask, you're consenting to that. I'm sure it's going to come up this way. It's little by little. But as far as it stands, in Canada, there's this thing called the Human Rights Code, and thank God some part of legislation somewhere has this exemption to the bylaw. So I'd love to see them try to tell people now, oh yeah, no, you're not exempt either. You people that have asthma and COPD and sleep apnea and pneumonia and compromised lungs, fuck you. Put that mask on and shut up. That's what's going to happen. I'm aware. But in the meantime, we have a choice that we can make. We don't have to walk down that road blindly. We can at least walk down that road in awareness and with our eyes wide open, right? So I'm just going to wash my hands. And here's a little housekeeping tip. If you have a brush like this, like a scrub brush for vegetables, and you have hands like this that are really sticky because you've been rolling beautiful chocolate, I just use this and scrub my hands off under the running water, and it works really, really well. It is actually lovely outside. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, the branches are all naked, they've all gone back to sleep. So this is hemp seed. I'm just going to roll some of these in this hemp seed. And this is just going to add a nice little texture and a nice little coloring to the outside of these beautiful, beautiful, delicious power balls. I'm just going to press it in there so that they can stick a little bit more. Just turning it around and pressing it lightly. Don't be too rough with your balls because, you know, you want to be gentle right now. They're still a little bit soft. All right. We're going to be putting these into an airtight container. Not that they need to be because they get eaten up so fast. But I do want them to sit in the fridge. Damn, these are going to have dots here in them. These are going to be dot balls. Polka dotty balls. So I'm going to put them in a container. And then they're going to sit in the fridge where they're going to look at how perfect that is, you guys.
I have to do one thing before I sit down and listen to you speak.
How amazing is that? So we're just going to go ahead and keep this going. Roll, baby, roll, and let's just forget life for a while. It's so depressing. I want to put a different spin on this, though. I don't want you to feel depressed about this. There is a clearing, and there is an apocalyptic events are underway. An apocalypse just means a new beginning. And this new beginning, while we think that it's about, you know, about all of this stuff rolling out like this, and pardon the pun, what's really happening is that more and more people are waking up. And we have to remember that the good always transcends the evil. The light always outshines the darkness, always. So right now, it might look like everything is changing and everything, the way that things used to be have come to an end. Listen, the way that things used to be was messed up, right? The way that things used to be was not where we've lost touch with our spirituality. We've lost touch with our ability to affect a positive change in our lives. And when you go through stuff like we're going through right now with this world situation right now, I want you guys to remember and to focus on the fact that this is here for your greatest good. Everything is happening for your greatest good. Look at that perfect ball. Hey, girl, what's up? Are you recording me?
No.
Hey, Lucas. How are you?
Good. How about you?
He's learning to play the ukulele. I'm teaching him.
You're
He's
learning
doing so good.
You're good job.
Thank you. I'll play sometime.
Okay, awesome.
Better.
When you get back.
Are you sick?
No.
He's laying in bed.
You're just laying in bed. Okay.
Hi, kitty. The lads let you in. Good.
Did they have food?
I believe there's a little bit left over here.
Yeah,
But I
she's
could totally
doing the
switch it out.
feed me cry.
You're doing the Fiji cry?
Yeah,
Kitty likes the food.
she
Nice
loves
to
the
eat.
food. We got our cats doing the raw vegan,
And they're really raw now. They're really
not raw vegan, raw carnivore
Oh, what did I say?
diet.
Oh, you're right.
Roll, baby, roll, roll, baby,
So-
roll, baby, roll. We're rolling it out,
I didn't mean to
baby.
do that.
We are rolling it out. We are having a good time. We are remembering that we are source energy, that this is all a big illusion anyhow. This is all a big illusion. Everything is an illusion. What you think is real is not real. What you think is not real is real. Try that on for size. I like these hemp seeds because it gives a little bit of a nutty kind of crunchiness. Have you guys ever had hemp seeds? They're really delicious. I love them. Hemp seeds for the win. This is a perfect thing. If you had a little bit of peppermint oil, oh my God, peppermint chocolate balls. Yes. Yes. So there's a nice mulled nutty flavor. And it's a seed. It's a hemp seed. It's a seed of the hemp plant. No, there's no CBD or no THC psychoactive effects going on here. If you wanted to make this into edibles, you definitely could put some of your, Dot is at the window again. You can definitely put some of your CBD or THC oil into the recipe, and that would totally work. Just giving it a little roll to press those seeds in. You can feel that a little bit of difference. I'm going to do that with these ones here as well. No, I don't think so, because the microphone is...
And kitties.
Hello, Dottie. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You make a great hemp seed ranch dressing. Ooh, share that in the group. Huh? Dottie. Yes. Hello.
Oh, you have a whole shot here.
I have the whole shot, baby.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, your phone, is that like the
My phone is my remote camera, yeah.
Because it zooms out and shit.
Hmm?
It zooms out like for a really wide view.
Oh, this is just a normal. Yeah, it does though. No, this is a normal view. It zooms out even wider on the back camera. The front camera just has one setting. Dawn says they look delicious. Off to a meeting. The awakening is refreshing. It'll happen slowly but surely. The lockdown has been one of the best things for my life mentally and physically. Have a good day all. Yes, girl, preach. Me too. Had it not been for this lockdown, I would have been merrily traipsing into another liver resection surgery. And thank God for the lockdown, because I couldn't have the surgery right away, which meant I could breathe for a minute and think about what I was about to do to myself. Okay, so there we've got 9 beautiful balls. And we're going to go in now. So that was with the hemp seed. And the hemp seed is beautiful. I cannot wait. Tanya, if you want to post the recipe for your hemp seed dressing in are you in our Facebook group, Tanya, or right here in the comments? I'll put it up. So that is that. Next, I'm going to try, you know what? I've got some chopped cashew nuts from last night's dinner. So maybe I'm going to roll these in some of these cashews. These cashews were not in any way finely chopped for this purpose, but I don't think I'm going to do another one. That's not how I thought it was going to go. It's okay. I have the same bag of the finely shredded coconut, and I got the bag of the larger coconut flakes. So let's try one with the larger coconut flakes, and let's just get it right in the bag. Ooh,
can I ask your viewers if they want to see the cat food?
No, they don't want to see the cat food. Not at all. Thank you very much for offering. Absolutely,
some people
we
are
don't.
Curious, you know?
No. If they're curious, they can go find the cat food channel on the YouTube. So again, you're gonna have to try, give different things a try and see how you like it. But this one with the larger flakes, also not that impressed. I really liked how the hemp seeds looked on there. Look at that. And I really prefer how the more finely shredded coconut works. So I'm just putting it right into the whole bag, and I'm just gently pressing around the ball. Ah, yes, you see? And then I'm just giving it a little gentle massage. So I much prefer, it's like a light dusting. I like that. That to me makes me happy. I'm just going to put some of that same coconut over that one that we did with the cashew nuts. And I'm just going to give it a little roll in my hands. All right, so just like that. It's nice dusted, lightly dusted balls. You want your balls to be lightly dusted, okay?
Who are you? Are you like, oh my gosh, that SNL, is it an SNL skit or is it an actual
It is an SNL skit.
It's like a parody on.
Not at all. It's not a parody
It's
at
just
all
like a
on
super
the.
on point.
I'm just in my flow, baby.
No, not a parody. It just like reminds me of it.
I know, because it's sweaty balls, you know.
Oh my
Will
God.
Ferrell. Oh my God, Will
Now it's
Ferrell.
come full circle. I
No,
didn't
it's
hear that.
true. It's like
I
we
got
gotta roll the balls. We gotta press the balls. We gotta dip the balls,
Can you get down? That'd be so
and we need to give it another roll, because you know your balls cannot be rolled too much, especially before they go in to the refrigerator and they get all firm. Okay, so you got to know how to work the balls. I need another container. So I got another smaller container, and we'll be able to layer those balls in that one. Kaya has been watching Saturday Night Live and Jimmy Fallon with me since she was a very little girl. Probably, I know for sure when we came back from California in 2012, after I was diagnosed with cancer and went through all of that, and me and her dad split up and moved back to Canada, and we would lay in bed together, me and Kaya and Danica, my now 24-year-old. We would lay in bed together and we would watch Saturday Night Live, and we would watch Jimmy Fallon, and we would laugh, and we would, you know, sometimes she would say, what does that mean? Why is that funny? I don't understand, Mommy. And I was just like, then you're not meant to understand it, babe. But some of the stuff she was getting, it was like, oh my God, I'm corrupting my 9-year-old child, my 10-year-old child. It's all good. Look at how beautiful she turned out. She's got her head on her shoulders in such a firm and beautiful, straightened up way, as does my other beautiful daughter. Hey, Vishaka, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my gosh. Chocolate is my weakness, so I'm really looking forward to making these. You're going to love these. When you put these in the fridge and you let them really come together and solidify around all the ingredients solidify around the other ingredients, what you're going to find is that this is just it's like a true truffle. It's really beautiful. And it's relaxing too, right? And you can get the kids involved in this. Get them to roll it around, get their hands dirty. It's a relaxing kind of thing. Dali was saying this reminds him of something that his mother would often make. He's from Croatia. And I'm like, cool, that's awesome. And you know what else? In Trinidad, we have this thing called tulum, Tulum, and it's made with coconut and molasses and a lot of sugar. And I know I was researching, and Dr. Morris actually says it's okay to have molasses. So I actually got some. I got some molasses without any sulfur, and I kind of want to make a coconut molasses ball because that is basically tulum. And for that, I will use the shredded coconut. Where's that shredded coconut? That shredded coconut is perfect for that. So look at that. Look at these balls. Look at how perfect these are. You can wear them as earrings. These are perfect. So these are going to go into the fridge They're going to just go into the fridge and they're going to sit there for about an hour to get nice and firm. And that is it. You're done. Look at how easy that was. If you're going to any kind of potluck, and you need to bring something. Amy's back. Picked up my bleeding and reproductive herbal tinctures from Dr. Morse. Yay! Oh my God, I am so happy for you, Amy. I'm so, so, so happy. That is amazing. Oh my goodness, you went to the post office, didn't you? So these are the balls that we made, and they're delicious. They're absolutely, oh, if you could only smell them. Make these, you guys. You know, I think I may have put vanilla in the last one as well. I can't remember. You just want to have this consistency, this kind of texture, and that's what we're always looking for. It's not so much what is your recipe. It's more what's the texture that you're going for? How do you get that texture? You know, the dates, the nuts, a little bit of the nut butter, a little bit of the coconut oil or cacao butter, that once that melts and then comes together in this whole recipe and then hardens up again in the fridge, it's gonna this is a little bit of a high fat, I would say, dessert treat, but I'm not afraid of fat. I have fat in my diet in moderate amounts. I'm not afraid of the nuts because I know how my body feels when I've had too much, because I've gone down that road for sure. When I first started this raw vegan adventure, I was making all the neat loaf and the everything with nuts, and that just killed my stomach. You will know how you feel. You will know by how you feel how your body reacts to certain foods, especially after you've done any kind of extended juice cleanse, because your body is going to tell you right away. It's going to tell you whether it likes that. It's going to tell you whether it doesn't. It's going to let you know by how your bowel movements are affected, right? If you get constipated or if you get diarrhea after you eat a certain type of food, if you get any kind of stomach pains or cramping, you're going to know that this is after you've detoxed, because a lot of people who eat a crappy diet and that's all they eat and that's all they've ever eaten, you dull your awareness about how your body feels because you're dulling your awareness in general, and you're not eating food that is alive and abundant in awareness and consciousness, right? That's what we're doing. So when you have this kind of food inside of you, you're able to understand and be aware of how the food is making you feel. And for so many people, myself included, and for so many years, we walk around with this numbing of our body and how our body feels. We don't listen to our body. We don't trust its intuition. We eat food. We feel like shit. We think, oh, well, that's just how it is. Let me pop a few pain medication. Let me pop a few Tums. Let me pop some Pepto-Bismol. Let me get rid of how this feels, right? Treating the symptom instead of dealing with the cause. So you don't have to be afraid of treats like this and food like this, because especially when you sprout your nuts, your balls are fine. Your balls are going to be fine if you're using sprouted nuts, okay? I'm going to pop this into the fridge, and then what I want to do is I want to bring over, actually, I'm just going to put that right there for now. Let me have a sip. First of all, let's have a sip. Well, pick them up from my post office. LOL, I'm not in Florida. Wouldn't that be amazing to live where Dr. Morse has his clinic or near to it? Man, they wouldn't be able to get me out of that place. I'd be like, I'm just hanging out here. Can I bring you guys? I'd be like, hi, I'm just here for the daily delivery of balls. Would you like some treats, everybody? Dr. Morse, you're welcome. Marcy, no problem. Here you go. Hey, Shannon, you want some balls? You want a ball? That would be me. I'm not joking. At least once a week, I'd be like, hi, I'm here. I'm with your delivery. I'm bringing you all the goodies. They'd be like, oh my gosh, this Burns chick, does she work here? I'd be like, no, I just visit. I'm just rolling through, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to do a little quick cleanup here because what I want to do, I want to bring out the pizza that I made this morning. Did you see it in my stories? Did you check it out? I took you shopping today. Did you realize I took you shopping today? Where is my date container? Dang, I think Dali. Oh, I think I threw out my date container from yesterday. Damn. In the recycling, you know? There we go. That works. This is how we do it. All right, so that is just going to go into my stash down below here. My goodie stash. And I'm just going to not throw away the spoon because I can't. I broke it. I broke my spoon. I'm not happy. Oh well, it's just a thing. Who cares? Who cares, Burns? Nobody cares. Least of all me, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm just kidding. I don't care about material things nearly as much as I used to. I've been through some life experiences that have shown me that stuff just don't matter. We think it matters, right? We get into these strange beliefs that tell us that it's only in having things that you can be happy. That's not true. That is not true, my friends. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my things like anybody else, you know? But I've been through some shit wherein I've been able to realize that it's just stuff. Who cares? Let it go. I could tell you some stories, man. Wow. I could tell you some stories. I can tell you some stories. The things I've been through, some of the things I've been through, and I've had to literally leave physical stuff behind. It's been fun. Hey, Tahira. How are you, my lovely? I am hilarious sometimes. It's true. I'm aware. I'm just being me. Oh, my God. Because, you know, if you can't make light of life sometimes, if you can't joke around, what's the point? You know, what's really the point? Sometimes we're just so damn serious. Oh, by the way, little trick for you. If ever you're working on a granite or marble countertop and you don't want your cutting board to slide around, put one of these, you know, carpet stabilizers that you put down on your carpet. And I cut one out because I got I cut a little rectangle out of this one because I got this iPad holder at IKEA, and I do like so for my iPad, right? But sometimes on the granite countertop, this also slides around. So I cut out a rectangle to go underneath this one. But now I don't know where that rectangle is, but I may need to cut out another piece for putting on that. So I want to put these in the fridge, and then I want to go and grab the pizza that is in. Oh, here's the ranch dressing. I want to go grab the pizza that's in the dehydrator. Ranch dressing, the juice of 1 large lemon, equal parts apple. Oh, I need to take a screenshot of this. Let me do that right here. Ranch dressing from Tanya Ray. Thank you so much. Tanya Ray's ranch dressing. The juice of 1 large lemon, equal parts apple cider vinegar with the mother, 3 tablespoons. So the equal amount of the juice of 1 large lemon. So 1 large lemon is usually about 3, maybe 4 tablespoons, depending on how large is large. And the same amount in raw apple cider vinegar, 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 1 large date, pinch of garlic and onion powder, pinch of dried basil, 3/4 teaspoon sea salt, and also 2 tablespoons of, oh, wait, there's my screenshot. I want to save it. Oh, wait, I want to. Done, save to photos. Also 2 tablespoons of water and fresh black pepper. Awesome, thank you so much. And you just blend that all up and you get a beautiful ranch style dressing. Oh, yummy, that sounds so good. I'm gonna make that up for sure. I'm just gonna take the other screenshot of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Does that sound delicious or what? Does that not sound delicious, right, Amy? Yummy. Hi there, Lisa. Hi, just joined. What did you say the ingredients go in those balls? You can look in the description. Lisa, I know you're not used to me putting the descriptions in these the recipe in the descriptions here, right? I'm always like fly by the seat of my pants, make it up as I go. What recipe? I don't know. It's up here. I'm trying to get really good at writing down the recipes, especially the ones that I know that I've done already, I've done before, and that we're working on in the class. I try to get those written up now before I go live, and I have posted them in the description. So if you're watching on YouTube, look up. It's up there. Go look at the description. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's down here. And it's in the description. Yay. Same there in Wisconsin about the mask. Yeah, crazy. Hey, Gwen. LOL. Thanks, Burns. You made my day. I love this community. You always make me laugh. Oh my God, that is priceless. That is amazing. Let me put these balls in the fridge. And then I'm going to grab the pizza. And then maybe I can grab one of the kids to come and have a taste. If it's ready. Antoine, are you hungry? Do you want a piece of pizza? Okay, so this is the pizza that I did this morning. I don't know if this one is ready as yet though, because the dough, yeah, this one is not as ready yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one back into the dehydrator after I slide it off of this tray. We have lovely Antoine up in here who's like, oh, food? Yeah, sure, I can help you out with that, Burns. I can help you taste sample that. So this is still a little bit wet on the bottom. And I'm going to slide it off, but I have another one that's in there. So let's just see how it's just was a little bit stuck to the bottom there. But that is all good. But look at how delicious this is, you guys. I mean, come on. Raw, vegan, detox friendly. Shut up. Smell it. Smell it. Isn't that good? So I'm going to put this in the dehydrator. I'm going to take out the other one that I made. The other one that I made is ready. Antoine and I are going to have a taste of that. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. I'm excited.
Look at how cute. Isn't it awesome?
It's good.
Oh, I forgot to pick up some cilantro. Man. So this is the other pizza. This is the first one that I did this morning. It's a little bit smaller. And this has the spicy Thai pizza toppings. And it is so good. Let's cut into it. This is the one that I did not dry the pizza out on the top beforehand. I kind of just put the sauce on and then I went, oops, I think I should have dried that out a little bit. Let's make this into some, it's okay. This is like a personal size pizza. But here at our house, we always share everything. So we are sharing this. Cutting it in small enough pieces. There's always more. There's always another pizza in the oven. All right, Antoine, let's go, buddy. Let's check this out. Let's get this up there. Look at this. Look at that. That is amazing. Okay, so cheers. Let's go. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what we didn't do like we did yesterday? We didn't put any chopped nuts on there and a squirt of lime, but that's okay. It still tastes good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes really good.
Tastes so good. So this is the one that I did not cook on the top first. And I definitely would do that next time because it's just a little bit too soft on the very top of the crust. You know what's missing from that is that peanut sauce that I made yesterday. Where is the rest of that? Okay. I think this makes a big difference. Okay, so you're
That's
almost, it's a good crust, right?
Good crust. It's actually a pretty good crust. It's a pretty good crust.
Yeah, the crust is amazing. The crust is a buckwheat crust, Antoine, which is not like regular wheat. So it's not going to give you any kind of, you know, bowel issues or tummy. You know, sometimes when you eat pizza, how you can feel really crappy like you can get diarrhea, you can just feel gross, right? You can feel bloated, inflammation, all of that. I mean, it tastes great going down and you're like, oh, this is gonna hurt in a minute. I know what's coming after this, but damn, it tastes so
You
good.
sit there and you feel sluggish for a while.
You feel sluggish for a while? Absolutely. Here, you want some of this? Come here. This is a peanut sauce. This kind of brings it all together. Here, you do that. And I'm gonna try a piece with the peanut sauce on. Is Kaya here? Mm-hmm.
A little bit's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So like nice full flavor.
Mm-hmm. Kind of ties all those flavors together. So so if you're at any point in your juice cleanse, we started doing this 30 days ago. Yeah, and we were going to go for, or at least I was going to go for 40 days, just only straight juice, no chewing food. And, you know, getting into these recipes, I decided to keep going with my 3 liters of orange juice or whatever citrus juice that I was working on, and to also include in some chewing food as long as it's alkaline and as long as it's raw and as long as it's raw vegan. You can confidently eat this and not feel guilty about cheating. Okay, I'm not on 100% juice cleanse right now. 21 days on grape juice. Ding! Where's my bell? If you've done any days on a juice cleanse with us, let's ring that bell for us, okay? Let's ring that bell. Yeah, so Alana said, Tanya, could you share that recipe in the group, please? You want another piece?
No, I'm actually pretty.
You're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like to eat like one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
It's quite filling.
It is filling.
So
it's very
it was
filling.
pretty good.
Yeah, it is filling. That's very true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Facebook group is, let me show you. The Real Juicy Detox. I just copied and pasted the ranch recipe in the groups, Burns. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes. The Real Juicy Detox. I thought you were there. Let me check. And then Alana says, oh, Gabriella shared it already. Yes. Yes, pizza. Yes, please. So this is a beautiful way to feed your body and not feel guilty. Oh my God, it is so good. No, I'm just here on YouTube, but I will go ahead and join that Facebook group. Yes, come. We have a lot of fun there, Tanya. You'll really, really like it. It's really cool. It's, you know, a lot of just positive check-ins and affirmations, and I post the links to the videos from class here. And it's just a really good place to post questions or and support other people who have questions or concerns. And that reminds me, ding, 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 ding. I need to answer the question that Rebecca had for her around her daughter. But first, let me have another bite of this. I'm not dough crust on the back end of that where I rolled up the dough. That's so good. The only thing that this is missing is fresh cilantro. So yummy. That sounds delicious, Tanya. I'm going to make a raw vegan pizza for Thanksgiving with coconut curry sauce, and I'm going to try and only have one slice. Burns, you inspire me to be the best version of myself. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, babe. Y'all go and check out Tanya Ray. She is pretty cool. I love what you do on the YouTube, girl. I've watched some of your videos. You're really good. You are a natural. when you're bringing this and you know what's in it, Tanya Ray, you don't have to limit yourself to one slice. Bring a few pizzas. This is going to go like crazy. Do them in a small, personal size pizza size like this, and everybody can walk away with a little slice. I'm sorry, I'm eating this. This is so good. All alive, all alkaline, all detox friendly. Mm. Mm. I love that you're inspired to be the best version of yourself. That is super cool. Kelly found buckwheat flakes on Amazon. Yay! It's snowing here too, Alana. It's crazy, eh? My Thanksgiving is going to be raw stuffing, raw cranberry relish, and a raw cauliflower mash. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 15 for me, only juice, then a break for 10. Now day 2 of all juice again. I love how you model flexibility. I love that you're resonating with it, because the only way that we can do this long term, for as long as we need to, like the rest of our lives, is if you find beautiful options in order to be flexible and to not be so consumed with and worried about every little thing. We need to understand what are the boundaries that are safe, right? And within those boundaries, what's going to work in a flexible manner for us. So for me, that boundary is acid alkaline, that acid alkaline delineation between my food. So if something is acid, I want to ask myself, what type of acid is it? If something is, if something's acid, it's not going in. I'm sorry. I've done enough of that nonsense. It's not going in for me anymore. So if something is alkaline, then I want to ask myself, well, is this going to fit into what I want to do right now on my detoxy journey? Right? Right now, I might want to take the country drive. I might not want to press so hard on the gas pedal and just zoom and get this job done. Like, yes, sometimes we need to have that mentality. Head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, baby, get this job done. But at other times, you want to also take the country road where it's like, yeah, we're going to have our fruits, melons, and berries 100%, right? 80% of the time. But outside of that, 80% of fruits, melons, and berries, I'm going to enjoy other live food. And what is that going to mean? That's going to mean delicious pizza like this that's made on a crust that is not acid, it's not refined carbohydrates, it's not complex carbohydrates, it's not complex chemistry at all. So it leaves behind an alkaline residue in the body. Very, very important to me. So learn where the boundaries are and learn to play within those boundaries and learn to not, feel like I can't do this because it's too rigid. Oh, I can't do that. I could only do that for X amount of days and then I couldn't do it anymore. It's like, okay, well, then what did you do when you couldn't do, juicing, 100% juicing? Oh, I just went back to eating what I was eating. I'm like, okay, what were you eating? Pizza and tacos and tortillas and chocolate and I just can't do it, Burns. Like, I need those things in my life. And I'm like, I know, I hear you, babe. Me too. I can't not eat delicious, good quality food. I need to find a way to make this for myself because I'm not going to be able to go out there and buy this. If I'm going to rely on somebody else to make the food that I want to fuel my body with every day and still keep it in detox mode, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I have to learn how to prepare. Excuse me again with the running nose. Detox, baby. It's a bitch and it's real. But I'm gonna have to learn how to cook the type of food that is going to be able to sustain me while keeping me detox, keeping me clean. It doesn't have to be one extreme to the next. I don't have to be only doing juice and then only eating crap. There's a middle ground. My middle ground looks like this. This pizza, this is my middle ground. Lots of juice, 3 to 4 liters of juice still whatever you want, as long as it's fruits, melons, or berries, because that's where our detoxification happens. And then the other 20% allow in some of this delicious food so that I'm not feeling deprived. I swear to God, I'm not feeling deprived. Look at what I get to eat. Wow. You feel like having Thai food tonight? You can make this topping that we made on this pizza, and I made this yesterday in class, so go and check that out. I don't have the recipe written out for it as yet. But if you're feeling like having Thai food, I invite you to make yourself a Thai pizza. I will probably eat the rest of this pizza. And then I'm going to go have a nap because I was up until 3 o'clock this morning working. This will not make me feel bloated. I will not gain any excess weight with this. Trust me, I know. I've been eating a lot of this pizza in the last, when did I start making this? Week. My weight has maintained and stayed the same at 125. Am I losing weight? No. I don't need to be losing weight all the time. And I don't need to be stressing out about my weight. I need to just understand that my weight is a function of what's going on inside my body from an acid and toxicity standpoint, right? How I feel is so important. To know that I can make this kind of food to feed these young folk and to feed myself and to feed my once meat-loving, beautiful, delicious Croatian lover, Dali. And to be able to make this kind of stuff and nourish and nurture my family, and for none of us to feel like we're depriving ourselves from the comforts that we want and the food that we want, is everything to me. That's how we make this into a lifestyle. That's how we continue on and continue at times going heavier into the detox and an accelerated detox, all juice. And if you're doing that right now, keep going. Don't think that, oh, I could stop doing my juice fast because Burns has stopped. I'm on 180 days right now of juice fasting, juice feasting, juice and raw food eating. And I just came off of 21 days of a great fast, 28 days altogether, pretty much, of maybe 26 or 27 days of altogether juicing. And this is how I come back into balance in my life. This is how I make food that my entire family can feel truly balanced on. And this is what I want for you guys as well, because if we can get this part really solidified and get this part really understood and create the recipes that we are going to love. Like I can eat this kind of pizza 7 days a week, different toppings, different styles. I want to do a few different really good recipes. One of them is making raw vegan pepperoni. You guys your minds are gonna be blown, because that on this kind of pizza, oh my God. So that's what I really want to convey to you, that it's all about flexibility. Elaine, as Emoji King says, that's how we become successful at this without losing our minds in the long haul. Yeah. My body is not ready to eat. I was up all night in the bathroom. So absolutely continue on, right? You're going to know when your body is ready to eat. And you've got a lot of systemic things that you're clearing out, and way to go. You're embracing your journey, Amy, and I'm so excited and so proud of you. Everybody is on their own journey with this, and we are here to celebrate and to support everybody, no matter where you are on your journey. Yes. Oh my God. Those are beautiful emojis, sweetie. So much love for you all. So I'm going to finish eating the rest of this delicious pizza while our delicious balls are in the fridge firming up. And the kitchen is pretty much cleaned up. And I'm going to go and have a nice long nap. It's 2:30. I don't have any appointments this afternoon. I don't have any extra work that I'm aware of right now, although I'm sure I only have 4 messages in my inbox in Facebook Messenger, which is cool. That's all right. That's all right. That's really good, actually. Sometimes I come off and it's like 9+, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's go through these. I don't ever want somebody to not have their email looked at or their message read and responded to by me, you know. Elaine says, Emoji King, yes, I unfortunately came into this too extreme and slowly coming back into balance. That is so cool, Elaine. That's so cool. Learning how to come back into balance is a real fine art. That's why this is why we call this the subtle art of healing, natural healing, right? It is a very subtle art to healing the body. It's not all foot on the gas pedal, like you're gonna burn out that way. It's not all take the easy, low-key country road all the time. Sometimes you need to get on the highway to get things moving, to get your body going, to get this healing jump started. And then other times you can be like, okay, that was fun. Let me take a break from all the juicing, and not all the juicing, because I still, when I do my eating food, I mainly still consume my nutrition via juice, 3 to 4 liters of orange juice. So, but you know what I'm saying? Let me sometimes take a break from that and enjoy some chewing food because I want to do that. Yeah, you're still detoxing. Yes, you are. It's just you're not as accelerated in your detox. Keep on peeing in a bottle. Keep on checking your urine for filtration. Remember that even if you see urine that does not look very filtered, remember that it probably is very filtered because you're just not seeing it. So leave it to sit overnight if necessary, or at least throughout the day, and come back, and you will indeed see that that urine that you thought was clear has this blob. At least this is the case for me. It has this blob, almost like a lava lamp blob, you know, of sediment, and it's pretty damn cool. So don't give up on yourself. You know, understand that balance is everything when we do this. Understand that you might be juice cleansing now, but you're not going to be juice cleansing forever. And what do you do once you stop the juice cleansing portion of your protocol? What do you do? Then what? That's the thing that trips everybody up, right? Like they say, it's not about losing weight. It's about maintaining that. Well, it's not about losing weight anyhow. It's about detoxing the body so that the body doesn't hold on to the buffering system that the body is undergoing to buffer you from your acid sludge that you keep putting in your mouth thinking that it's food. That's what the weight is. It's excess inflammation, it's excess fat, it's calcium buffering, it's all of that. And, you know, you will definitely lose weight doing this, although this isn't about the losing of the weight. This is about opening up your kidneys and flushing out the lymphatic acid waste that is stuck in our bodies. And when we do that, when we cleanse ourselves, we're going to naturally want to go back. And we know our bodies. We got to learn to listen to our bodies and understand what's necessary for your body in this moment. Understand that it's going to be different from me. It's going to be different from the cat down the road, as Infinite Waters would say. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. It's going to be different for you, this cleanse versus your next cleanse versus your last cleanse. But know that it's a cycle, a series of experiments with your body, a series of putting the gas pedal to the metal, right? Pushing on that gas pedal and accelerating your detox with an all grape fast for 21 days. I kicked my ass. That was my success on this part of this journey right now. And then coming back into balance and making the best raw vegan recipes that are just, they're epic. They're epic, 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 epic. That does not affect my body. It doesn't make me feel bloated. It doesn't give me gas. bowel movements are amazing, and I feel incredible. So Amy says, I felt so hungry though. Food tasted good going down, but not on the other end. LOL. What did you have, Amy? Go sleep. Thank you so much. I will. I'm on my way. Laura, this lady is sharing our journey to better health. Yes, Laura, welcome if you are watching this, babe. Yes, coming off fasting has seriously tripped me up into binge eating at times. Yeah. Well, make this kind of pizza. And if you're going to binge on anything, eat all of this, because it's not binging. It's your body is craving something. Understand what that is. Listen to your body. What are you craving? If you can pinpoint what you're craving, go, oh, I'm craving pizza. Okay. That's more of an emotional craving, right? So let me make some delicious pizza so that I don't have these thoughts of going into binge mode. Oh, Emoji King says, Elaine, you motivate me. Elaine says, that's why I take breaks now when I feel strong cravings. Yeah, listen to what your body is calling out for, and know that you're going to get right back onto your juicing portion of your protocol as soon as you're ready. And in the meantime, have a little bit of that binge food, make it raw vegan, drink a lot of your juice, and you're fine. You're just on your journey. And your recipes are really going to help. Yes, they are. I'm so happy about that. Did you by any chance touch on the UTI stuff? Not as yet. I'm going to do that right now. Cannot wait to make them, says Elaine. Okay, so today we had a question in the, I will paraphrase. I'm too tired to look it up. But the question in general was one of our class members, Alana 227. I'm going to pull it up. Let's pull it up. I'm going to read it because I cannot remember it to paraphrase. Damn it, I can't find it now. Okay, someone of our class members wrote in today asking about what she should do about her daughter who is in the middle of a UTI or a urinary tract infection. The doctors want to give her antibiotics. What do I think? And I said, first of all, understand what a UTI even is. A urinary tract infection or a bladder infection is a situation whereby you have acid buildup in the bladder and you have lymphatic stagnation in the bladder, right? Lymphatic stagnation in the bladder, interstitially, meaning all the spaces in between all of the cells in the bladder wall, in the lining of the bladder, in the muscles around the bladder are all stagnant, right? It's like your toilet gets stopped up and you cannot flush it anymore. What ends up happening in that case is your lymph nodes are going to start producing more bacteria in the lymph nodes in order to deal with and handle the acid waste that is building up in that area that cannot be removed from that area. So in order for that acid waste to be consumed by the body and taken, broken up so that it can be filtered out through the kidneys, right? What happens is we get all of this pain, we get this burning. Sometimes our urine might smell. Sometimes it might get really bad, and you might urinate, you're peeing blood. That's what my UTIs were always a part of. That's how my UTIs presented themselves. And what ends up happening is that you go to the doctor and they see elevated whatever, right, bacteria in your system, and they automatically give you antibiotics, or worst case scenario, oh, that's infected, let's cut that gallbladder, we'll just cut it out. Crazy. Doctors are crazy. They're crazy. So my recommendation to her was to, first of all, is she in any pain? If she's on pain, then you want to get the Dr. Morse pain relief tincture. You want to get the spasm calm tincture, because that will, if you're having any kind of spasming as well, Amy, for those spasming up all night diarrhea situations, you want to have some spasm calm in your first aid kit at home. Definitely always want to have the bleeding formula in your first aid kit. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that soon as well, about which are the best things to keep on hand, so that when things come up with you or your family members, we have stuff that we can use to help the body support our road back to healing. So I gave her some advice on the tinctures that she could use. Will that Dr. Morse pain tincture work for my frozen shoulder? Yes, you also want, for your frozen shoulder, I would go with the bone and connective tissue tincture, because remember, we're not just wanting to treat the pain. That's like treating the symptom. That's going to help you with the pain, but we want to really always go after the cause, and the cause is always going to be acidosis and toxicity, getting your kidneys filtering, getting your adrenals up, getting your endocrine system, your endocrine glands going, cleaning out the bowel. Everything works together. You cannot just really think that we can just, spot train our healing. So all of those things are important, but yes, it will. Yes, it absolutely will. The bone and connective tissue, the parathyroid and the thyroid formulas would be really good for that as well. Because remember, anytime we're dealing with pain, locked tissue, locked joints, tendinitis, all of that is a parathyroid issue, because it's a weak connective tissue issue. And we need to strengthen that area of the body so that we don't have as much calcium leaching. You need to cut out all the acid, which you are doing, honey, and healing it from the cause. The reason why you have the locked shoulder, which I had, both my shoulders were really badly locked, especially this one. Oh my God, I could not do this. I could not put my hand behind my back like that at all, not that long ago. And chiropractic did help, but the fruits, melons, and berries, baby, that was the thing that really healed it. I also said to her, because she's 16 years old, the daughter is 16 years old, and I also said to her, having a daughter of similar age, I said to her, you're going to need to have a talk with your daughter. And I recommend, first of all, I also said that when I used to get UTIs chronically, really badly, I would go to the doctor, I would get antibiotics to suppress the symptoms, right? Crazy. What I found and I learned was that there's another name for it called honeymoon cystitis, where usually women on their honeymoons, right? More sexual activity, sometimes sexual activity for the first time. And the sexual activity with the penis inside of the vagina and the thrusting up, you're moving up all the time bacteria that's in the urethra that's meant to be on its way out of the body. You're pushing that bacteria back up into the body. And I don't know where Dr. Morse would stand on that. I think, honestly, the reason and the cause behind all of it is lymphatic stagnation. But so if we don't have any lymphatic stagnation going on in the bladder, because we've detoxified our body and we have cleared out a lot of this systemic stagnation of our sewage system, our lymphatic system is our sewage system in the body. Once you've cleared all that out, you shouldn't have these problems. But a lot of us are very systemically acidic. So even something as innocuous or as you wouldn't think of it as inserting a tampon might cause some of that to happen. I don't know. Some people were like, well, maybe she should always wipe front to back. I don't know about you girls out there, but I never go for a pee and then take my toilet paper and go front to back to wipe. I always go like this, right? Sorry if that's too graphic, but you get the idea. We're just talking. It's nothing. Relax. If you're that much bothered by your own bodily functions and how you know you use the bathroom, then this is definitely not the place for you. Because we talk about bodily functions over here, especially when it comes to the elimination process, right? So I don't think, first of all, if you're wiping from back to front, like most of us would, shouldn't you have good rectal hygiene anyhow? Like the pooping bathroom hygiene? Like after you poop, don't you wipe your bum really well? And then you go to wipe in the front and the back is already clean. Like it's right next to each other. So like your rectum and your vagina and your urethra, your female reproductive external part of your female reproductive system is pretty close anyhow to each other. So I don't really think that wiping direction really matters, because we're not wiping poop up into our vagina, up into our vaginal area. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? So I found that when I started to get this, I noticed that if it always happened directly within 24 hours, if I did not go for a pee to flush out whatever I had moved up into my bladder from my urethra, I would go for a pee. So I would flush that out. So get the movement going in the other direction after intercourse. So I said, I think you should have a talk with your daughter. Is she sexually active? And if she is, of course, birth control first and foremost. And having that talk with the girls is always like, oh God, here we go. I'm having this talk with my daughters. Is this happening? This is happening. But you got to have these discussions with your kids, right? Where am I at here? So that could be a factor as well. But the more important thing that I said to her was, you need to talk to your daughter, and you need to say there are two routes to go, because the doctor wants to give you antibiotics, and it's like this scary. That's one way to approach this, but be aware. First of all, let your daughter know that the choice is always hers. There's a couple options of how we can handle this, dear sweet daughter of ours. And one way is to take medication, which will suppress your symptoms, which will mean that this condition and this interstitial stagnation, you're never really addressing the cause of what's causing the bladder infection or the UTI, urinary tract infection. And so you can do that, or you can understand and have an understanding of how to heal the body through fruits, melons, and berries. And lo and behold, she came on and said, well, actually, yeah, she's been on this juicy journey with me. She does not want to take the antibiotics, but I was just wondering, is it true what the doctors say, that if you have a UTI, that it's going to be an infection that backs up into the kidneys? Your kidneys are screwed. That's why you have a UTI. Your kidneys are already screwed, 100%. And it is causing a systemic interstitial stagnation or interstitial constipation throughout your entire body. She's got this going on in her bladder. Definitely, she's got other stuff going on. This is not, none of us are exempt from all of these crazy illnesses because of this acidosis and toxicity. So the most important thing with the UTI, some of the things that you can do to heal this, the spasm calm. First of all, foundations, right? Kidneys and bladders, kidney and bladder, adrenal, lymphatic, endocrine system, getting all of those up and running and fired up and operating properly. If you're experiencing a UTI and you have any pain and spasming, that feeling like you always have to go to the bathroom, that urgency, and then you go and you're just always clamping down and it's like nothing's coming out, and spasm calm is good, as well as in combination with that pain, the pain release tincture. And I get this thing called D/Manos. My beautiful friend Vicky, one of our class members here, recommended that to me when I mentioned to her that I think I have a UTI, a bladder infection, and it's not sexually related. And it's like, what is going on? she was like, oh, D-mannose. So I got some right away, and that really, really helped. Really helped the spasming of the bladder. And over the course of, and I didn't freak out, I didn't panic. This happened just this past summer. Didn't freak out, didn't panic. And within about 2 weeks, it was totally cleared up. And remember, whatever symptom you have that you're detoxing out of your system, once you stick out and you stay the course and you just, as much as you can, deal with the detox symptoms that you're experiencing, that symptom will be gone from your life. Isn't that what we want? It may come back maybe once, maybe twice down the road, but much reduced until it's never an issue again. A lot of times wherever we are detoxing, we feel an increase of pain, tenderness, conditions worsening, not feeling well, general malaise. So I don't want you guys to be afraid of that. We can handle that discomfort. It's going to be a lot less than the discomfort down the road when we're facing, you know, the real seriousness of your denying that you have this issue and denying that your food is the cause. It's going to be a lot worse down the road. Oh, Amy, here we go. So I asked Amy what she was eating, what she ate that kind of gave her the runs, because she has been on this juicy detox for several weeks with us. Salad, but too much, large avocado. I probably should have eaten fruit for a few days. Yeah, that's how you want to break your fast. You want to break your fast with fresh fruit, juicy fruit, not too much, you know, so you'll be okay, babe. You'll be okay. What will Dr. Moore's pain yes, so that will work for your shoulder. Yeah. Burns, is the spleen where mucus is generated from? I'm trying to figure out where the intestinal fluid and mucus is resourced from. Well, you know, usually mucus is just a natural response throughout all of our mucosal lining. So when we drink and eat a lot of dairy, cheese, ice cream, kefir, yogurt, all of that stuff, right away you get it coming up through the mucosal lining in the sinuses, through the mucosal lining in the mouth, in the throat, right? Always coughing it up, in the lungs, wherever your body has a mucosal lining. Your bowels have a mucosal lining as well. And I believe the spleen is the filter for the blood, is it not? So I don't know if that is where mucus is generated. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But I believe from what Dr. Morris said, that the mucus is a mucus response in your body that is put into effect throughout any one of the numerous mucosal lining, the vaginal wall, the uterine lining, all mucosal lined as well. The anus, the rectum, the colon, the small intestine, right? The small intestine has that mucus, the mucoid plaque, and it is there because it is protecting us from our own acid hit. Otherwise, it would burn up. It's a mucus-lined organ as well. I love you all. Going to physical therapy. All right, Alana, we'll see you tonight, okay? Do you think your UTI was a detox symptom? Yeah, absolutely it was. Yeah, I was in the middle of my detox, and I was experiencing a detox symptom. I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay. This is why I came. Bring it on. All right, guys, this has been a lovely class. I've really enjoyed this. I'm going to head out right now. I'm going to finish eating this pizza, and then I'm going to go get into bed and have a lovely nap. I wish all of you a beautiful afternoon, and I will see you all on the nightly check-in tonight. And in the meantime, go make some pizza. Look at that. Go make some pizza. Go make some balls. Go drink some juice. Stay juicy, everybody.